Okay, magandang umaga po. Ngayon po ay magso-solve po tayo ng mga example problems about sa resistive circuits. Okay, so number 1, simulan agad natin. Find the current I and the power supplied by the source in the network in the figure. So, meron kang 6 volts sa 20 kilo ohms na resistor. I-rewrite natin. So you have 6 volts supply, and then you have a resistor 20 kilo ohms, then I. So dito hinahanap yung I and the power supply. So dito ito yung current natin, nagsusupply tayo ng current papunta rin sa ating load. So yung positive according dun sa ating sign convention, positive sign convention, positive papasok sa resistor, then lalabas sa lower potential yung ating negative. So yun po yun. So dito masosolve na agad natin ng I using the formula B is equal to IR. Masosolve na agad natin yan. So I equal to V over R. Substituting the values, I voltage is equal to 6 volts and R is equal to 20 kilo ohms. I is equal to 6 volts over 20 kilo ohms. This is equivalent to 6 volts over 20 times 10 raised to 3 ohms. Okay. So this is equivalent to 6 over 20 is 0.3 times 10 raised to 3 amperes. So pwede natin siyang sabihin na 0.3 milliamperes or 300 microampere. Okay? Pwedeng yan ang ating sagot. Parehas yan. Tama. Kasunod nating isosolve ay yung power naman. Power is equivalent to I times voltage. So dito, kapag nandito yung power na sosolve natin, power supplied siya. So ibig sabihin, nag-supply siya ng power. Dito naman, pag kukunin natin yung power dito, ibig sabihin, power absorb. Kasi nag-absorb ng power yung 20 kilo ohms. So, ang hinahanap natin ay yung power supplied. So, parehas lang naman sila na magiging sagot. Kaya lang, kapag supplied kasi, dapat may negative. Tapos, kapag absorb, positive. So, kahit hindi na natin lagyan, basta't lagyan na lang natin ng absorb or supplied. So, power is equivalent to I is equivalent to 300 microamperes times voltage is 6 volts. So, this is equivalent to 300 times 10 raised to negative 6 amperes times 6 volts. 6 times 3 is 1,800 times 10 raised to negative 6 watts. Or 1,800 microwatts. Or convert natin sa milliwatts, this is equivalent to 1.8 milliwatts. Ito na po yung sagot natin. Okay? So, okay na yung number 1 natin. Next. Number 2. Number 2. In the network in figure 2.2, ito yung figure 2.2 natin, the power absorbed by R sub X is 20 milliwatts. Find R sub X. I-rewrite natin yung ating i-rewrite natin. $2 milliamperes and meron tayong R sub X. And the power in the resistor X is equivalent to 20 milliwatts. watts. So, ano po ang pinapahanap? In the network, the power absorbed by R sub X is 20 milliwatts. Find R sub X. Okay? Alamin natin si R sub X kung ano yung magiging value. Okay? So, since power is equivalent to I squared R. So, power is equivalent to 20 milliwatts and also given I is equal to 2 milliamperes. So, makukuha natin si R. R sub X is equivalent to power over I squared or 20 milliwatts over 2 milliamperes squared. Okay? So, this is equivalent to 20 times 10 raised to negative 3 watts all over 2 times 10 raised to negative 3 amperes. Square natin yan. Square natin. Okay? So, this is equivalent to 20 times 10 raised to negative 3 watts over 4 times 10 raised to negative 6 amperes. So, this is equivalent 20 divided by 4 is 5. 10 raised to negative 3. 10 raised to negative 6 magiging times 10 raised to 3. So, ang magiging unit niya ay ohms. So, this is equivalent to 5 kilo ohms. Answer. Okay. So, nakadalawang problem na tayo. Next. Find the current I and the power supplied by the source in the network in figure 2.3. So, parang katulad lang ito nung number 1. I-rewrite ulit natin. Positive, negative, 12 volts. Tapos, 20 kilo ohms. Mali na. Dati ito ay resistor. Hindi na lang natin resistor. 20 kilo ohms. Mali ako nasulat. And then, I. Yan. Ay nahanap po natin I, and P ulit. Power ulit. So, since we have I is equal to V over R. I is equal to V is 12 volts over R is 20 kilo ohms. So, this is equivalent to 12 over 20 times 10 raised to 3 ohms volts. So 12 divided by 20. Okay. 6 times 0. 6 times 2, 12. So, ito pala, sorry. 6. 0, 0, 0 na yan. So, 0.6. So, this is equivalent to 0.6 times 10 raised to negative 3 amperes. Or, pwede natin siyang sabihin na 600. 600 microamperes. Kasi pwede natin ito sabihin na 0.6 milliamperes. Okay. So, nakuha na natin si current I. So, I is equivalent to 600 microamperes. So, ang kunin naman natin ay si power. So, power. Paano naman natin makukuha si power? So, power equivalent to V times I. So, power is equal to 12 volts times I is equivalent to 600 microamperes. So, 6 times 2 is 12. Carry 1. 6 times 1, 6, 72. Plus dalawang 0, 7,200 microwatts. So, ang answer natin ay, pwede natin sabihin na 7.2 milliwatts. So, parang katulad lang kanina, yung power, kapag dito, pag ito yung ating kinunan, power is equivalent to 7.2 milliwatts. Dito, kapag nag-absorb naman siya, since parallel, parehas lang sila ng 12 volts ang voltahe nila. So, this is 12 volts din also. So, 7.2 milliwatts din. Absorb nga lang. Okay, so maliwanag po yon. So, hanggang dito po muna. Okay, so number 4 naman tayo. Number 2.4, in the circuit in figure 2.4, find the voltage across the current source and the power absorbed by the resistor. So, meron tayong 50 milliampere source and 3 kilo ohm resistor. I-rewrite ulit natin. So, meron tayong 50 milliampere source. Meron tayong resistor, which is 3 kilo ohm. Find the voltage across the current source and the power absorbed. So, ibig sabihin, sa resistor yan. So, yung voltage dito sa source. So, simply, V is equal to I times R. So, V is equal to I, 50 milliamperes times 3 kilo ohms. Itong kilo at saka milliamperes, ma-cancel na yan. So, magiging voltage is equal to 3 times 50 is equivalent to 150 volts. So, papakita ko kung paano na-cancel ha. 50 times 10 raised to negative 3 amperes times 3 times 10 raised to 3 ohms. So, di ba? Cancel lang yung 10 raised to negative 3 at saka 10 raised to 3. Kaya, nakuha natin 150 volts. Power absorbed is equivalent to, okay, voltage times I. So, voltage natin ay 150 volts. I-multiply natin ang current, 50 milliampere. So, yung voltage sa kanya is 150 volts. Tapos, yung dumaloy na current sa kanya ay is equivalent to 50 milliamperes. So, you have, so 5 times 5, 25 carry 2. 5 times 1, 5. 675, 0, 0 milliwatts. Okay? So, 7,500 milliwatts or simply 7.5 watts. So, yun na po ang sagot natin. Okay? So, number 2.5. 2.6 to. Nasaan yung 2.5 ko? Wala yata yung 2.5. Ito pala yung 2.5. Okay. If the 5 kilo ohm resistor in the network in figure 2.5 absorbs 200 milliwatts, find V sub S. Okay? I-rewrite uli natin si figure 2.5. Nahanap si V sub S. So, meron kang positive, negative, V sub S. So, yun ang ating hinahanap. Saka meron kang 5 kilo ohm. 5 kilo ohm. So, kaya lang, sabi nga daw, ito daw ay nag-absorb ng 200 milliwatts. Ano-ano po ang given natin? Ano-ano po ang given natin? So, R, is equal to 5 kilo ohms and power is equal to 200 milliwatts. Ano ang formula para makuha natin si voltage? So, ang formula dyan is power is equal to V squared over R. So, lagyan natin ng V sub S para hindi na tayo malito. Power is equal to V sub S squared over R. So, power is 200 milliwatts. Is equivalent to V sub S squared over R is 5 kilo ohms. Okay, sige. Atin ang ilipat doon sa kabila. V sub S squared is equal to 200 milliwatts times 5 kilo ohms. So, makakancel si K at saka M. So, V sub S squared is equal to 200 times 5 is equal to 1,000. 1,000. So, V sub S is equal to square root of 1,000. So, this is equivalent to 31.6. Okay. So, this is the answer. Okay. So, 31.6 square root ng 1,000. Okay. So, 2.6 naman tayo. Kamali tayo kanina. In the network in figure 2.6, the power absorbed by G of X is 20 milliwatts. Find G of X. Okay. G of X naman. So, ibig sabihin ng G of X. So, i-write natin yung equation. So, 2 milliamperes. Meron tayong R sub X. So, power absorbed is 20 milliwatts. So, find yung ating G of X. Okay? So, para makuha natin ito nga pala yung G of X. Hindi ko alam kung bakit ginamit niya si G of X. Kasi kapag sinabing G of G, ay conductance. Hindi ko lang kung bakit ginamit niya yung G as variable sa resistor. So, resistor, R lang talaga siya dapat. Okay? So, alamin na natin. Paano natin makukuha si R of X. So, para makuha natin si R of X, we have a given na power is 20 milliwatts and I is equal to 2 milliamperes. So, para makuha natin, power is equal to I squared R. So, or R is equal to T over I squared. Okay? So, ayan. Makukuha na natin si G of X. Ito yung ating G of X. Is equivalent to G of X. Yan daw yung tawag niya sa kanya. Ano? So, power is equal to 20 milliwatts all over I squared is 2 milliamperes squared. So, 20 times 10 raised to negative 3 watts all over 4 times 10 raised to negative 6 amperes. So, this is equivalent to 5 kilo ohms. 20 divided 4 is 5. 10 raised to negative 3 over 10 raised to negative 6 is 10 raised to 3. Kaya naging kilo ohms. So, 5 kilo ohms. Okay. So, that is our answer. 2.6. Hanap tayo ng Sunod, 2.7. A model for a standard 2 dry cell flashlight is shown in figure 2.7. Ayun. Find the power dissipated in the lamp. So, dalawang 1.5, isang lamp. Alamin natin yung power dissipated. Okay? So, power dissipated is equal to V squared over R. So, V squared is equal to, ano yung voltage natin? So, since naka-series yung voltage natin, dalawang 1.5. So, 1.5, 1.5. Tapos, merong aritong resistor is equivalent to 1 ohm. What is the power dissipated dito? So, this is equivalent to, kung series to, 1.5 plus 1.5 is equivalent to 3 squared over 1. So, this is equivalent to 9 watts. Okay? So, correct answer is 9 watts. 2.8. Kasya ba? An automobile uses two halogen headlights connected as shown in figure 2.8. Determine the power supplied by the battery if each headlight draws a 3 amperes of current. So, ibig sabihin may dumadaloy ditong 3 amperes. Dito, 3 amperes din. So, ang alamin natin, determine the power supplied by the battery. Kung 3 amperes yan, alamin natin. Okay? Re-redraw lang natin ha. Meron kang excuse me, 12 volts. Tapos meron kang dalawang headlight. Resistor na lang lagay natin. Nakaparallel lang sila. Tapos parehas tong naka 3 amperes. Okay? 3 amperes. So total current niya is, so using Kirchhoff's current law, 3 amperes plus 3 amperes is equal to 6 amperes. So ayan. So kung meron ka ng 6 amperes, yun ang isinupply niya dito. So power supplied by the battery. Kung sa sign convention natin to gagamitin, negative dapat sagot nito. Kasi pumasok yung current natin sa negative sign. So, power supplied is equivalent to 12 volts times 6 amperes, which is equivalent to 72 watts. Okay? So, yun na po ang sagot. Next. Ayan. Ito daw yun. Many years ago, a string of Christmas tree lights was manufactured in the form shown in figure 2.9a. Today, the lights are manufactured as shown in figure 2.9b. Is there a good reason for this change? Okay. So, pinakang reason lang po dito, kasi kapag naputol siya dito, so wala na, hindi na ilaw, wala nang continuity yung ating circuit. Ito, tulad nito, pag naputol ka dito, still, meron pa ring iilaw na dalawa. So, hindi apektado yung dalawang yun. Okay? So, meron pa ring circuit na maiiwan na mabubuhay. So, dito, apektado, edi yung nasa kabilang side lang. Okay? So, yun po ang pinakang best answer doon. Okay. Next. Find I1 in the network in figure 2.10. I1. So, you have a 12 milliamperes dito, 4 milliamperes, 2 milliamperes. So, alamin natin si I1. Okay. Pwede pa ba tayo rito magsulat? Okay. I-rate lang po natin ha, para makita natin. May supply ka na 12 milliamperes. Tapos, may resistor ka dito. Tapos, meron ka rito 4 milliamperes. May resistor. May resistor. Tapos, nandito si 2 milliamperes. Tapos, dito, point X daw yan. Dito, si I sub 1. Okay. So, lagyan natin ng mga label to. So, I1, ito 12 milliamperes. Dito lang yung magtatagpo. So, lagyan natin dito ng I sub X. So, lagyan natin dito ng point X. Yan. I sub X. Siyempre, since ito ay papasok, bigyan naman natin ng weight to. Dapat mayroong lalabasan si I sub X. So, I sub X is equivalent to 2 plus 4 milliamperes is equal to 6 milliamperes. Okay. Ito palabas, papasok. So, using KCL, I sub 1, papasok, plus I sub X, papasok, is equivalent to sa lumabas na 12 milliamperes. Since I sub X ay na-compute na natin na 6 milliampere, I sub 1 plus 6 milliampere is equal to 12 milliampere. I sub 1 is equal to 6 milliamperes. Okay? So, yan na po yung ating sagot. Okay. So, 2.11 naman tayo. Find I1 and I2 in the circuit in figure 2.11. So, ito po yung ating circuit. I sub S, I sub 1, I sub 3 is 5 milliamperes, I sub 6 is 3 milliamperes, I sub 2, I sub 4 is 6 milliamperes. So, kailangan nating malaman kung ano si I sub 1 at saka si I sub 2. Okay? So, using KCL by point to point. So, dito, I sub 6, pumasok dito, ang lumabas dito ng I sub 4 natin is 6 milliamperes. So, dito ay 3 milliamperes ang pumasok. So, itong I sub 2 pumasok din doon. So, mangyayari dyan, way dito. Yan. Lata natin dito ng konti. So, mangyayari dyan, I sub 6 plus I sub 2. So, pumasok dito. Pumasok. Equivalent to I sub 4. I sub 6 is 3 milliamperes. And I sub 2 is unknown. Equal to 6 milliamperes. Therefore, I sub 2 is equivalent to 3 milliamperes. So, nasagot na natin si I sub 2. So, ano ang kailangan natin? So, ang kailangan natin ay I sub 1. So, dito, sa point na yon, I sub 1. I sub 1, pumasok. Lalabas natin ay I sub 6 plus I sub 2. So, I sub 1 is equivalent to 3 milliamperes plus 3 milliamperes I sub 2 as what we have computed. I sub 1 is equivalent to 6 milliamperes. Okay. So, kung I sub 1 natin ay 6 milliamperes, maka-compute natin si I sub S. I sub S will be equal to I sub 1 plus I sub 3. So, kung 5 milliamperes si I sub 3, I sub 1 is 6 milliamperes. So, our current supply is equivalent to 11 milliamperes. So, since hindi na natin siya kailangang i-solve, hindi na natin papakita. Okay? Okay. So, 2.12. Ito yung ating circuit. Ito lahat. Find I sub O. Ito yun. And I sub 1 in the circuit in this figure. Okay? Using Kirchhoff's current law ulit. So, dito mapapansin natin I sub O. Walang direct na KCL dito. So, dito meron tayo ditong current na nadaloy dito. Kaya lang wala. Dito meron. Dito dalawa. Dalawang kailangan natin I sub 1 sa I sub O is equivalent to 5 milliamperes. Okay? Pero dito given 4 milliamperes sa 2 milliampere, masosolve natin tong halimbawa I sub x ito. I sub x. Lagyan natin ng computation. I sub x. I sub x equivalent to lumabas. Pumasok is equivalent to 2 milliampere plus 4 milliamperes. Equivalent to 6 milliamperes. And then, computing I sub O is equivalent to pumasok si I sub x. Lumabas si 3 milliampere. So, kasama siya ni I sub O tsaka si 3 milliampere magkasama. 3 milliamperes plus I sub O parehas lumabas. Pumasok si I sub x. So, I sub O is equivalent to I sub x is 6 milliamperes minus 3 milliamperes. Equal to 3 milliamperes. Okay. So, meron na tayong I sub O. So, dito, kung tayo mag-Kirchhoff's current law dito, KCL tayo doon. I sub O is equivalent to I sub 1. Lumabas. Lumabas din si 5 milliamperes plus 5 milliamperes. I sub O is equivalent to 3 milliamperes. Equivalent to I sub 1 is hinahanap plus 5 milliamperes. Ibig sabihin, si I sub 1 makakompute natin as I sub 1 equal to 3 milliamperes minus 5 milliamperes. I sub 1 is equal to 2 milliamperes. Okay. Uy, wrong. Negative pala yun. Ibig sabihin, si I sub 1 is negative 2 milliamperes. Okay? Okay. So, 2.13. So, ito yung ating figure 2.13. Find I sub x in the circuit in figure 2.13. So, we have 4 milliamperes to supply siya sa I sub x sa dependent current source. So, this is a dependent current source. Okay. Rewrite natin. Yan. 4 milliamperes. Tapos, I sub x. Tapos, dependent current source natin is equivalent daw sa 3ix. Using KCL, 4 milliamperes is equal to I sub x plus 3ix. So, 4ix is equal to 4 milliamperes Ix is equal to 4 divided by 4, 1 milliamperes. Napakadali. Okay? So, next, 2.14. Find I sub x in the circuit. So, parang ganun din lang. Ano? Solve na natin to. Dali lang to. So, isang node to. Dito na lang tayo isang node lang naman lahat yan. So, lahat ng pumasok is equivalent to lahat ng lumabas. So, pumasok, lumabas. 2 milliamperes plus, pumasok ulit si 2ix, equivalent to lumabas, ix, plus 4 milliamperes. Ix, lipat natin doon, matitira dito, ix na lang. 4 milliamperes. Ililipat natin doon, minus 2 milliamperes. So, correct answer, ix is equal to 2 milliamperes. Sagot na agad. Bilis. Okay, 2.15 na tayo. 2.15. Find I sub x in the circuit in figure 2.15. Okay, KCL lang ulit tayo dito. I sub x ang ating hinahanap. Tingnan natin yung figure natin. Kung makakompute natin to, pag na-compute natin to, 4 milliamperes 1 milliampere. So, malalaman natin yung value nito. So, ibig sabihin, malamang ito ay lalabas din 3 milliamps din. 3 milliamps, lalabas doon. Plus 2ix is equal to ix. Okay. Muna itong tupi. Kauntian. Lagyan natin ito ng I sub o. Okay. Ginawa mo natin I sub o. Papunta ron siyempre. Para hindi na tayo mag-negative. I sub o plus 1 milliampere is equivalent to 4 milliamperes. So, I sub o is equivalent to 3 milliamps. Okay. Dito, makakompute na natin to using this node. Hindi na natin lalagyan ng pangalan yung mga node, ano? Kasi, para hindi na tayo malito. Kita naman sa tinuturo ko naman, ano? Ibig sabihin, at node nito ay sub o plus 2ix is equivalent to lumabas ix. Okay? Natin yung lagay. I sub o is 3 milliampere plus ix. Lilipat na natin doon, equal to 0. So, ix is equal to negative 3 milliamperes. Okay. So, ibig sabihin, negative 3 milliampere, mali na naman yung arrow natin. Dapat siya ay pabalik. Okay, pabalik. Okay. So, find b sub x. 2.16 tayo. Find b sub x in the circuit in figure 2.16. Okay. KVL naman tayo dito. KVL. Kirchhoff's voltage law. Depende yan sa sign natin na gagamitin. Okay. Ito na. So, para kang maglulup lang dito. Paikot. Paikot lang yan. Pag ganun ang iyong takbo, clockwise, kung saan papasok yung arrow natin, ng arrow, Kung saan papasok yung arrow natin, yun ang ating sign. Okay? At equivalent yan lahat sa 0. Kirchhoff's voltage law. The summation of voltages around a closed loop is equivalent to 0. Okay? So, yun po yun. Kaya ito, nilagyan ko ng arrow kung saan ang takbo niya. So, negative. So, ibig sabihin, yung arrow pumasok sa negative 9 volts plus B sub X plus 2B sub X. Tawag natin dito, dependent voltage source. Okay? Is equal to 0. Lahat ng voltages, summation of voltages, equivalent to 0 yan. So, negative 9 volts is equal to B sub X plus 2B sub X is equal to 3B sub X. Hindi pala, plus 1. Plus equal to 0. So, 3B sub X is equal to 9 volts. B sub X is equal to 3 volts. Napakadali. So, voltage, Kirchhoff's voltage law. Napakabilis. 2.17. Okay, ito naman yung ating figure. Find B sub FB and B sub EC. Okay. So, ito naman yung ating KVL sa circuit na to. So, hinahanap natin si V sub FB at si B sub EC. Tayo na. Wait muna. Okay. So, dito, B sub FB muna ang ating hanapin. So, mag-KVL tayo. Pwede tayo dito mag-KVL dito. B sub FB. Or, B sub FB dito. Pero, B sub BF yun. Pabaliktarin mo pa. Pabaliktarin mo pa yung sign. Sige, subukan natin. Paano ba natin may pakita yung ating circuit? Yung ating KVL. KVL at KVFBA. So, pumasok, negative 12 volts plus B sub BF plus 2 volts plus 2 volts equal to 0. B sub BF is equivalent to negative 12 plus 2 plus 2 is equal to negative 8 is equal to 8 volts. Kaya lang, hinahanap natin ay B sub FB is equal to pabalik na lang siya, negative 8 volts. Compute natin yung kabila para yung kabila nating ikot. Tignan natin kung negative 8 volts din talaga. KVL at B, C, D, E, F. So, ganun. Hindi kasama to ha. Okay. So, 1 volts plus 3 volts plus 3 volts plus 1 volt is equal to plus B sub FB is equal to 0. So, B sub FB is equal to negative 8 volts. So, ay 3 plus 3 plus 1, 8. Lipat mo sa kabila, maging negative. B sub EC naman. Dito, ganito na lang. Ikot ka na lang dito. Ikutin mo lang yan. Ganun. KVL at CDE. Yan. At CDE na lang. So, 3 plus 3 plus B sub EC equal to 0. So, B sub EC is equal to negative 6 volts. Okay? So, yun po yung ating 2.17.